So good day. Discuss now classification of partnership. Hmm. So if we are going to classify partnership, it could either be as to its subject matter. It could be universal partnership. This universal partnership has two types. It could either be all present property or to all profits. Now let us have first the all present property. So when we say universal partnership of all present property, our goal here is to identify ano yung mga properties that included in the partnership. Okay, so when we have this one, all present property, this is one wherein the partners contribute all the property which actually belongs to them to a common fund. So the following becomes the common property of all partners. First, the property which belonged to each of them at the time of the constitution of the partnership. Remember the word the time at the time of the constitution, meaning at the time that they already formed the partnership, those properties that they promised to contribute thereto must be included in the partnership property. And not just that, it could also be the profits which they may acquire from that property contributed. Okay? So next is after that property, which at the time of the constitution, they can also give properties, okay, or contribute properties at, after okay, the constitution of the partnership, okay, but okay, that will happen only if there is a stipulation. But not all properties acquired, okay, in the future will be contributed to the partnership. Okay, so may mga prohibited type ibigay sa partnership. Just like those properties that are or does have a lucrative titles, meaning it came from a donation, a inheritance, or legacy. Okay? Ayan. So, yun yung hindi pwede, okay, after the constitution of the partnership. But the profits of those properties that has or included in lucrative title is included. Okay? Ayan. So, ang property na yun is hindi included even if stipulated. Ayan. But the profits of those, okay, covered in lucrative titles may be, okay, may be the object or may be contributed if it is stipulated. Okay. Ayan. So, so what are the rules acquired? Okay, after the acquired properties. So, nasabi ko naman as a rule, aside from the contributed properties, only the profits of the contributed common property are included. This should a partner subsequently apply acquire a property as remuneration of this work. Such property and its fruits are not to be enjoyed by the universal partnership of all present property. The profits from the sources may be common only if there is stipulation to such effect. The property subsequently acquired by inheritance, at yung sinabi ko kanina, legacy or donation cannot be included in the stipulation, but the fruits. Okay, the gains that came from those lucrative titles can be included in the stipulation. So another one, universal partnership of all profits. Okay, this is one which comprises all that the partners may acquire by their industry or work during the existence of a partnership. A partners retain their own ownership over the present and future property. So remember, in here, lahat ng profits which may acquired by the partners by the reason of industry or work belongs to the partnership. But the properties, okay, the properties of the partners, okay, will not transfer. Okay, the ownership will not transfer to the partnership. Okay, ano lang yung transfer? Only the use of the enjoyment of the thing. Okay, what passes the partnership again is the use. Okay, the free usage of the thing. Okay, only the use of is passed to the partnership. But the ownership, si partner pa din. Kung sino yung may-ari ng property. Next, it could be also a particular partnership aside from universal. Let me just add some information on universal partnership of profits. Okay, so aside from that, okay, we have this rule. Okay, if we are going to scrutinize it, the partners, okay, ang profits na included nandito is yung uh, profits acquired by their industry or work. Meaning, so if ever may mga profits that acquired without the exertion of efforts, for example, these are acquired through chance or through lucrative titles, it will not be included in the partnership under universal partnership of profits. Okay? So if ever man din na hindi naka-classify yung partners as to what kind of partnership they are, universal of all present property ba or universal partnership of profits, ayan. So, doon tayo sa mas may lesser liability. So, among the two, ang mas may lesser liability will be the universal partnership of all profits. Why? Because the transfer of ownership of the partner's properties are not transferred to the partnership, but only the use of that is transferred. Kaya yung may-ari ng mga properties is only yung mga partners pa din. Okay? What is transferred is yung profits by the reason of the industry, ayan, and the use of the thing. Okay? Next is particular partnership. When we say particular partnership, ayan, if a particular partnership has for its object determining things, their use of or fruits or specific undertaking or exercise of a profession. So yan yung composition of particular partnership, meaning they form a partnership for a particular purpose. Example, a real estate partnership. So, yan. Where partner A contributed a parcel of land and B a building. So their partnership that they form, that they are forming is a real estate partnership. So there is a determining things. Okay, yeah, there is also a specific undertaking. For example, um, they were going to conduct a construction, okay, ayan, bidding sa government, and then nakipag-sosyo ka na for the particular undertaking. So, that's a particular partnership. Or pwede din siyang exercise of your profession. Okay, but in the exercise of your profession, dapat yung dalawang professional must be aligned. Okay? So, dapat same lang yung profession nila. From CPA, CPA lang. Ayan. Okay, so next tayo. As to liability, we have general partnership and limited partnership. So, general partnership is where all partners are unlimitedly liable. Ito yung isa sa mga um, perks of being a general partner, okay, or general partnership. Again, the partners are liable not only to their capital contribution but also as to or up to their separate assets. Okay? Ayan. But when we say limited partnership, where there are one or more general partners who are unlimitedly liable and one or more limited partners who are liable for a partnership debts only to the extent of their stipulated contributions under the articles of partnership. So you can form a general partnership, you can also form a limited partnership. So sabi dito, limited partnership can only be liable after their capital contribution. Does it mean ba, sir, na in a limited partnership, limited partners lang lahat? No. Okay? Kahit na limited partnership siya, there should always be a general partner, at least one. Okay? Anong reason? It's because, di ba, ang trabaho ng general partnership will be liable up to his or her personal assets. So may taga kuha or taga salo if ever man kulang, okay, or exhausted na yung assets, may liability pa yung partnership. Okay, so that's limited. Next is as to duration. Yeah, it could be a partnership at will or one that does not have a fixed term. Okay. So one which the partnership and the birth and life of a partnership at will are predicated on the mutual desire and consent of the partners. Verily, any one of the partners may, at the sole pleasure, dictate a dissolution of the partnership at will. however, act in good faith, not in the attendance of bad faith. It can prevent the dissolution of the partnership, but can but act it can result in liability for damages. No, without being technical, partnership at will is just ano, a partnership that no fixed period is being set. Okay, so hence it could be terminated anytime or at the will of the partners. Kung ayaw na ng partners, okay, solve na, mag-liquidate na. Kung gusto pa, ayun. So, it's in accordance or depende siya sa will ng kada partners. And that's will, okay? Partnership at will. We have partnership for a fixed period or fixed term. Ayan, one which period is duration is fixed by the partners. For example, they form a partnership with the term of 5 years. So, they will only operate ayan, partnership for a fixed period only, and that is 5 years. So, after 5 years, pwede nang ma-revoke. Pwede na nilang i-dissolve yung partnership. We have also for a particular undertaking automatically dissolve ito from the achievement of a particular undertaking related in the contract of partnership. Ayan. Okay? So, the termination of which or the attainment of purpose will terminate the partnership. And so, what if natapos na yung period at saka natapos na din yung undertaking? Tapos, gusto pa nila mag-continue sa partnership nila. So, ang magiging answer dyan is they will not be called partnership for a fixed period or for a particular undertaking, but they will call partnership at will. Because after the fixed period and particular undertaking, they continue to operate. So that is why convert siya into partnership at will. Okay? So, next is as the legality of its existence. It could be the jure partnership or it could be de facto partnership. So when we say de jure partnership, it is one which has complied with all the legal requirements for its establishment. So meaning, so it complies all the requisites of the contract of partnership. Well, de facto, ayun, okay, ayun, one with a colorable title or one which has failed to comply with all the legal requirements. If uh, not all of the requirements or requisites of a partnership is not being occupied, then that is a de facto partnership. So we will go beyond that topic as we progress in our discussion. Okay. We have also as to representation of others. Okay, it could be ordinary or real partnership which actually exists among the partners and also as the third person. Existing talaga. Okay, yung partnership niya. We have also ostensible partnership or partnership by estopel. The one which in reality is not a partnership but is considered a partnership only in relation to those who, by their conduct or admission, are precluded to deny or disprove on its existence. So we will have a separate topic for this one. Okay, so just wait for na makarating tayo doon. Okay, punta muna tayo sa as to publicity. So, we have secret partnership and notorious partnership or open partnership. Okay, so secret partnership is one wherein the existence of a certain person as a partner is not avowed or made known to the public. So, secret siya. Okay, and open or notorious whose existence is avowed or made known to the public to the members of the group. And as to purpose, it could be commercial, if trading partnership yung business ninyo, or it could be professional or non-trading, ayan, in the exercise of a profession. Okay, ito na yung sinabi ko kanina. We will go back again to partnership by estopel. Ayan. When we say partnership by estopel, it is one which in reality is not a partnership but is considered as one with respect to those who by reason of their conduct or admission are precluded from denying its existence. So, binasa ko yan kanina, right? So, a partnership by estoppel may arise through any of the following means. Okay, so first scenario. when a person represents himself as a partner in an existing partnership. Okay, existing partnership, and then there's a person who represents himself as a partner. Okay. Hindi siya partner, pero nag-represent siya. Okay? As a partner. So, ano yung magiging effect nito? Bakit natin dapat malaman kung sino ang nag-consent or sino ang hindi? Kasi meron siya kinalaman sa liability ng partnership. Now, if all the partners gave their consent, there will be a partnership liability result. So whatever na in-undertake ng person na nag-represent sa partnership, it will be the liability of the partners and also the partnership. But if not all the partners gave their consent, okay, the liability will only pass to those who consented. But the partnership will never be payable. So we have this example. Example A, B, and C are partners in a durable enterprise. So again, the partners are A, B, and C. They want to purchase materials on credit from X. But X does not know any of them. So they ask, A, B, and C ask B, who is known to X, to represent himself as a partner in durable enterprises. Let's say X. Uh, let's say si B, pinuntahan niya si X to represent durable enterprises. A, so thus, grant a charge of say to durable enterprises amounting to 90,000 pesos. Okay, yeah. So if all the partners consent to such misrepresentation, ayan, a partnership by estoppel is created between the actual partners and the person who made the misrepresentation. Here, a partnership liability results. So, a partnership by estoppel is created among A, B, and C, and B, ayan, and the partnership liability results is because all the partners consented to the misrepresentation. D becomes a partner by estoppel in durable enterprises. And, halimbawa lang, assuming that the durable enterprise has only assets for only 60,000, okay, X, the owner of the materials, may go after these assets, okay, and ayan, may go after these assets. So, pero kulang pa, di ba? Because the liability is 90. Paano ba mapuproceed to ng may-ari or si X? And X may go after these assets and separate assets of those who consented since lahat sila ng consent, si A, B, C, and including si D for the balance of 30,000 pesos. Okay? But in the above example, if only A and B permitted D, but not C, kasi C yung nag-disapprove to represent himself as a partner. Here, there is no partnership liability result. Sino lang yung may liability kung sino yung nagbigay ng consent, including the person who misrepresented the partnership. Partnership by estoppel is created only among A, B, and D. In collecting his claim 90,000, X cannot go after the partnership kasi nga walang liability results, but only but can proceed to the separate assets of those partners who give their consent, si A, B, and the partner, okay, or the estoppel partner, si D, okay, for their separate assets. Ayan, so I hope naging klaro siya. So another one, when a person represents himself as a partner in a non-existing partnership. Okay, so here, para pa rin siyang effect number two, no partnership liability arises but the person who made the misrepresentation and all persons who consented to it are liable jointly. Okay? Ayan. So, that will be the end of the, the topic for the different types of partnership. I hope you've learned a lot. Okay, see you next meeting.